Hi, this is Chris Carlson with the show. It's Thursday, April 25th, 2002, and we have some exciting stories for you this week. Let's start off by taking a look at the Seaman Music Department with Brian Ashenhurst.
This is Brian Ashenhurst reporting today about the Seaman Music Department. This year, the music department has added a couple of new aspects to our auditorium. Along with our newly renovated orchestra pit, we have also added a new $100,000 lighting system, which has greatly improved our theatrical performances. Next, I asked Ms. Fareed to provide some information on the vocal music department.
Okay, so Brian's asked me to talk about the music department here and what's offered next year. Next year we're offering concert choir, show choir, women's ensemble, and history of rock and roll. History of rock and roll probably appeals to the student who is not a performer in either band or choir. We start this class by going back to the late 1940s, talking about a performer named Muddy Waters, who has been the influence of every rock and roll singer that's ever made it in the world. We come up through the 50s, clear up to present time. We discuss all aspects of rock and roll and how history has affected the music of that time. Women's ensemble next year is going to be a different group. It's going to be a performing group. We're going to do show choir tunes, we're going to do Broadway music, we're going to do spirituals, we're just going to do an eclectic kind of music. Concert choir is still an audition group. I still need men for concert choir, so if you men have the courage out there, come and sing. It's a great thing to get involved in. Speaking of involvement in music, I want all of you to know that it's been proven that students who are in the arts score higher on their ACT test and succeed better in college or university level. So there's another good reason for participating in music. Plus, music is a lifetime skill that you will use, maybe not as a performer, but as a listener and appreciation of music.
Thanks, Ms. Fareed, for that great information. Now let's go to Mr. Staley for some information on band.
Seaman Viking Jazz Ensemble is an option, and you must be enrolled in band in order to be in the jazz ensemble. The jazz ensemble performed at the Alma Bowl and received top ratings, and they go on several trips throughout the year. It is an audition process, so you need to sign up. We have auditions in May each year, and then we start out, and it is a class throughout the year. We also have a Viking marching band that goes to 3 marching festivals. We even host our own. We also performed at the Alma Bowl recently and received top ratings. Right after marching band, we have concert band that performs for the Christmas program, and then contests in the spring for concert band, and they receive top ratings as well. So all of the bands have a lot to offer for you, and you just need to talk with me if you want to get in on it.
Thanks, Mr. Staley, and congratulations on all your success. The next vocal performance is May 16th at 7 p.m., so come out and watch, because when the lights go up, be ready for a show.
Thanks, Brian. The music department sounds wonderful. Before you know it, college will be upon us. Now let's take a look to see what you can do to prepare for college.
Hi, I'm Colleen, and I've got some important information that might help you sophomores with your future plans. What are you doing after high school? Going to college, going to a technical school, or going straight into the workforce? This is no small decision. You need to start thinking about it now. As a junior, you should have a pretty good idea of what you want to do after high school. If you decide you want to go to college, plan to visit some campuses when they offer their junior days. It's a good idea to take the ACT. And also, don't forget about those scholarships offered just for juniors. It's a good idea to keep thinking about your college plans during the summer between your junior and senior year. But if you don't, that's okay. It just means that when fall comes around, you'll have to buckle down. Fall of senior year is crunch time. You need to take the ACT if you haven't already, and start applying for those colleges you're interested in. At the same time, you should apply for financial aid and housing. And throughout the year, apply for any scholarships that you meet the qualifications for. It's never too early to start planning for your future, and don't worry about choosing a major right off. Leave yourself open to change. Chances are you will change your major several times. And if you're really stuck, go to your counselor, because they have good information that could help you out.
Wow, Colleen, that is some useful information. Seaman will be hosting one of the state's biggest track meets tomorrow. Let's go to Ashley Haynes and Michael Juarez to find out more about the Seaman Relays.
Every year, Seaman High School hosts one of the biggest track events of the year, the Seaman Relays. It has an illustrious history of Olympic athletes participating in the relays, including the world record holder, the 100-meter sprint, Maurice Green. The relays feature a number of schools bringing great competition, and our top-notch facilities create a great atmosphere for this event.
Seaman Relays is a pretty big deal to us, and it's one of the premier meets across the state. We have 16 full teams that come to compete, and we have about 8 partial teams. Last year I think we had 22 teams represented at the Seaman Relays. Good quality meet. Every year we set some all-time bests for the state, and we're really looking forward to this year's competition.
The event starts at 3:30 this Friday afternoon, so come on out and fill up the stand and support our track team.
Thanks, guys. We won't want to miss that. Like many of the teachers here at Seaman High School, Mr. Bolden has a wonderful talent. Here's Ashley Williams and Emily Lowe with his story.
Many students around Seaman do not realize how talented our teachers really are. From writing to singing, they do it all. Mr. Craig Bolden is one of these teachers. I'm sure many of you have heard his voice ringing down the halls, but do you really know of all his accomplishments?
I started singing in high school. First thing I ever played at was in church, and then I played at a wedding one time. I got $5 for it, and somewhere along the way I started writing songs, and I've written several just about things I see. Something has an impact on me. Sometimes I'll write a song about it. Lots of different topics. I wrote one about putting granddad in the nursing home, and then I wrote this other one about a little baby in his mother's womb, talking to her, and I wrote one about a guy who was thinking about his mom. She was a single mom, and so I've written a lot of songs just about things I see, and I made this album and I call it Sketches, and it's a collection of those songs, and I just hope that people like it whenever they hear it.
To congratulate Mr. Bolden on all his success and good luck in the future.
Used to sit and cry for all those things that I've done wrong. Ain't no use to sit and cry.
Wow, Mr. Bolden, you sound great. As the year winds down, everyone is getting excited about prom. Let's go to Catherine Marney to take a closer look at prom 2002.
It's almost time. Time for what you ask? It's almost time for the Seaman High School prom. Prom is one of the most exciting times of the year for a lot of students. We went to talk to some students to see what kind of exciting things they have planned.
My plans for prom would be to rent a nice vehicle for me and my date, and to attend a nice restaurant. Then I'm going to escort my date into the prom and into the 2002 afterglow.
Prom for us is going to be an enchanting night of Italian food. I plan on going to Grazie's with my date, and then we're going to go to prom and dance the night away.
We're getting some friends together, and we're going to order Grazie's and have a candlelit dinner at my house.
And then after that, we're going to go get our pictures taken and head off to prom.
The junior class officers have been working hard to please everyone for this special event. We interviewed junior class president Janelle McElvain to get the latest scoop.
Prom will be held on May 4th at the Ramada Inn downtown from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. The theme this year is Always and Forever. Seniors and their dates are free, and juniors are free if you bought out or sold M&Ms your sophomore year. If you did not, it's $25 for juniors. Sophomores and outside dates are $10.
Get your dates and go. It sounds like it's going to be a blast.
Thanks, Catherine. I can't wait. Everyone has had some kind of weird superstitions, and here's Ashley Haynes to tell us more about these.
Find a penny and pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. Does this sound familiar to you? Today, many people use superstitions to act as a reinforcement in their everyday lives. What's your superstition?
Games always had to have my tees in a certain spot, and no one could touch them because it was bad luck. If anyone moved them, I'd miss the next game.
One superstition that I have is that if I find a penny on the ground, I'll only pick it up if it's heads up. I don't know why, but heads up, good luck. It's just my motto.
For good luck.
For good luck.
Okay, when I play Fates, I don't pick up my cards until everyone else has. And when I have a game, I wear my socks inside.
All superstitions are irrational fears. They are repeated over and over because coincidental occurrences lead people to believe that the superstition is what made it come true. So the next time someone does something superstitious, just tell them,
I don't need superstitions.
That is some weird stuff. Thanks, Ashley. Now let's take a look at some of the upcoming events you won't want to miss this week. Well, that's all for us. Don't miss the rebroadcast of this show at 6 o'clock on Sunday.